Oh, we are live. Look at this, Keith. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me, Cooking with Miss Brenda. And today, I have a special guest. His name is Keith. And Keith, you were telling me, are you named after somebody special?
Yep. 2 people.
2 people. Who are you named after?
I am Keith 3. My dad is Keith 2. My dad's dad is Keith 1.
Wow.
There are 3 Keiths in my family.
3 Keiths. And so does anybody call you Keith number 3?
No, they call me Little Keith.
Little Keith. So what are you going to do when you grow up? Are they still going to call you Little Keith? You might be 6'5". You don't know, huh? How old are you? Tell everybody.
6.
You're 6 years old. Did you just have a birthday?
My birthday is January 11. My sister's is August 8.
August 8. Well, let's include our audience here that's watching at home. In fact, let me get my iPad here and we'll get going on here. Let me put this volume down to make sure I get right there. And here we go. Look. There we are. See that?
I see it.
You see it. So let's see who's joined us. And when I say who's joined us, you can say, if I say hi Grandma, you go in there and you wave and say hi Grandma. Okay. So we can say hi Cindy. Look into the camera right up there and say hi to Cindy.
Hi.
Say hi Cindy.
Hi Cindy.
There you go. And you say hi to Carolyn.
Hi Carolyn.
And how about hi Mary?
Hi Mary.
And listen, thank you guys for joining us. And I want to encourage you to tell us where you're joining us from. We always like to know. Don't you like to know where people are watching from? So we want to just hear from, we have Gail is saying hi. She goes, I'm so proud and I
Gail
love you,
Hedges?
little Keith. Uh-huh. Do you know?
That's our family!
And who is that in your family?
My dad's mom.
That's your grandma?
No. My mom's mom is my grandma.
Okay, and so what do you call your dad's mom? Because that would be your grandma too.
My dad's mom?
Yeah.
Grammy.
You call her Grammy. So I say, hi, Grammy.
Hi, Grammy.
You want to tell her how much you love her? See, I'm a grandma. I know how much I love to hear that.
Okay.
But you got to tell her. She's watching you right now. She can see you.
I know. Okay, I just want to start.
Okay, you just want to start cooking. But we have a few more people to say hi to.
Okay.
You want to, Ash. Can you say hi to Ash?
Hi, Ash.
Ash is watching. She's our director of our social media. And guess where Ash is from? She's watching you right now from South Africa. Go, you better say hi to Ash.
Hi, Ash.
Isn't that awesome? And then we have Rebecca is watching. You want to say hi to Rebecca?
Hi, Rebecca.
And Cindy, do you know this person? Says hi from Grandma. Say
hi, Grandma.
So you got 2 grandmas. Grandma and Grammy's watching you. That's really awesome. Boy, I guess you better not mess up today, huh? Because they're watching you.
Yeah.
And Carolyn said she's watching us from Wausau, Wisconsin, and wants to know what we are making today. We are making something special for the holidays. It's called my famous holiday meatless meatloaf. Can you say that? Say holiday meatless meatloaf. That's a tongue twister.
Holiday meatless meatloaf.
You did that very well. I'm pretty impressed.
I'm in 1st grade right now, I'm reading 3rd grade books. Q.
Whoa, wow.
Q and R. 2 Q's and 2 R's.
That's impressive. You must love to read.
Yeah.
You do? You must be pretty good at it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what I heard too? I heard that your teacher, doesn't she have some of Miss Brenda's bedtime stories in there? In your class? Doesn't she read you too?
I actually have some of yours in my house.
You do?
Yeah.
And which story is your favorite? Do you have a favorite story?
I don't really remember the stories.
Okay, well, we got to read them again then, right? Because you want to remember each one because there's lots of really good stories. In fact, one of my favorite stories is called, it's in volume 5, it's called The Impossible Race. So next time I see you, you let me know what you think of that story, okay?
Okay.
It's really, really good. It's a good story. Let's see who else is joining us real quick. We have Sarah. Say hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
And she's, and Emily and Aaron in Oregon are watching. Can you say hi to Emily and Aaron? They're watching all the way in Oregon.
Actually, they're One of our friends, really good friends.
Well, then say hi to them.
Hi, guys.
And then we have, we want to let you know that you can get the recipe right on our website, so you don't have to write this down, but I'm going to tell you the ingredients in here, but you don't have to write it down. Just go to our website, kidsclub4jesus.org. You want to tell them that? kidsclub4jesus.org. Can you say that?
kidsclub4jesus.org.
.org. Yep, very good.
.org.
Very good. All right, the reason why this is called Holiday Meatless Meatloaf is that it's a little bit bigger recipe than I would normally have for a family, because for the holidays you usually have company, right? Don't you usually have company come for the holidays?
Yeah.
So you want a little bit more food, and I created this recipe for that reason. That's why it says Holiday Meatless Meatloaf. But let's say you're a small family, you're not having, especially with COVID, a lot of people are not getting together as families. They're having smaller dinners. But guess what? You'll still want to make this recipe because there's other things that you can make with it, and I'm going to tell you about that. So you're busy looking over here. Okay, Craig, you want to say hi to Craig? Yeah, Craig is watching us as well. And say hi, Craig.
Hi, Craig.
Okay, so now let's not look over there anymore. Okay, you just look over, and you can look at the camera or me. And I want to also say his mom is right over here. And Melissa Hoffman, our general manager at Kids Club for Jesus, is behind the camera today. She will be watching out for me in case I make any mistakes, Keith. She's got my back, okay? I don't want to be making any boo-boos. Do you like to make boo-boos? No. No, I don't like to mess up. All right, for this recipe, I'm using 2 cups of vegetarian burger. You can use any burger that you like. I'm going to share with you that there isn't any burger out there that I'm really... that I really love that's reasonably priced. I really do love the Impossible Burger, and I love the Beyond Burger.
I'm ready to mix.
Okay, one second. I do like the Ease Burger, but you can't find that anymore. I have looked and looked and looked, and it's getting harder and harder to find. So what I did is I grew up with my mom used Loma Linda vegetable steaks, and Shayna, would you mind holding this up to the camera so that they can see? This is Keith's mom right here. So they can see. It's made by Loma Linda. It comes in a can. And what I do is they come out in steak forms, but what I do is I take them and I put them in my food processor and I grind it up to be a burger. And so, Shane, if you would hold this up and you can see how fine this turns out to be. And that one can made all of this. You can bring it up closer.
That's good.
Yep. Okay. And so that one can made all of this. So I made my own burger. And the reason why is so many burgers that I buy out there have a taste to it, a very strong taste to it. And I don't want that taste in my food. I want my food to take on whatever flavor I give it. So this particular here is just like a gluten that doesn't have a strong flavor, and which is why I use it. If you're not worried about the money, Impossible Burger makes wonderful burger. I love it, and so does Beyond Burger. But again, it's a little bit pricey. So I, like many of you, we're all trying to, keep the costs down, especially in the middle of COVID when everyone's being a little bit more careful. So we want to do that. All right. So to start with, we're going to use. So I have the vegetarian burger. It takes an onion. Water packed tofu, and water packed tofu is you could really put any tofu you want in there. I like the water packed tofu myself personally, but it doesn't have to be that one. I have quick oats, and I prefer those rather than the regular oats, and pecans, seasoned breadcrumbs, and also good seasoned Italian dressing mix. That is my secret ingredient. And I'm going to ask Shane if she'll hold this one up to you too. This is what I get right here. It's like in the wherever they sell the salad dressing in the grocery store, you'll see boxes of good seasoned Italian dressing mix. This is what I use. It takes 2 packages of this. And so that's what I use for that. And then a little bit of tomato soup, which is in the baking process will get you through that. So right now, Keith has been waiting, and I want to just tell you, Keith has washed his hands thoroughly right before just seconds before we went live, so his hands are squeaky clean, right?
Uh-huh.
And because I told him he's going to be doing some mixing with his hands. I don't have gloves big
I'll be
small
using this for mixing, actually.
Okay, well, I think you're going to need to do more than that. You're going to have to get your hands in there mixed because it's a lot. So first, we're going to put in our seasoned breadcrumbs. You can put your own breadcrumbs in there if you want. Go ahead and just dump up all these in here for me. And then, go ahead and put all that in here. That's it. Okay, and then you're going to put in your oats. This is 3 cups of oats. Put all that right in the bowl. Very good. Yep, perfect. And then we're going to put in our pecans. And you can see, Shane, I'm going to let you just go through and you can go like this so they can get a feel for how people are always saying, well, how fine do I chop those pecans? I like them to not be so fine it's like a powder, but just a little bit of just small little nuts in there. So you're going to dump all of this right in there. And very good. You're doing such a great job. Yep, you can mix all that in. And when you have that mixed in, then we're going to add our burger. And while you are mixing that burger together, and let's say hello to Shervine Abraham is watching, and hello to you.
Hi, Shervine.
Okay, so what we are going to do after we put this, now you can put the burger in. I'm going to let you you can just start mixing that up, okay? While he's mixing that up, I'm going to tell you about the rest of the ingredients. I really don't like raw onions at all. And I don't like to chew an onion afterwards. So I love cooked onions, and onions really flavor your savory dishes so well. In fact, there's not many things I don't put an onion in, but I gotta have it cooked. Yeah, be real careful like when you do that. Yep, so that it stays in the bowl. Good job. If you go like this and just lift it up, go scoot to the side of the bowl and lift it up, let it fall. Okay. Perfect. Yep, perfect. Now that's doing a good job. Yep. And go all the way around. You can just turn it and no, you don't want to flip there. You just go down here and up like that. And then turn it down and up. And then everything stays in the bowl. Isn't that fun? All right. So what I do is I take in my food processor over here. And because it's noisy, I did this ahead of time because you guys would just want to go, oh, you wouldn't want to do that. So it's noisy to hear. So in the food processor goes your water-packed tofu that you drain and just put it in there. You slice. I just chop up a raw onion and put it in there in the tofu. And I also put in my 2 packages of the Good Seasoned Italian dressing mix. And all that blends together. Guess what? Tofu doesn't have a flavor. It does add protein. And it takes on whatever flavor you give it. Well, that Good Seasoned Italian dressing mix just flavors all that. And then I pour in just a little bit. I like the Silk unsweetened almond milk.
We have that milk actually.
You do?
At home.
Isn't that good?
Mm-hmm.
I love this. I rarely use soy milk because once they came out with this almond milk, anything I've ever put a recipe soy milk, change it to this because this is so much better, in my opinion. You got to shake it first, though, right? We've got to shake like that. So we're gonna just put this aside right now. So what I did is I put a little bit of the almond milk in the blender, in the food processor as well, and look at it's all blended up together. And now we're going to add this. So I'm going to just add that. Can you take your spatula and get the rest out of the bowl for me? Just scooch it all out. And guess what? My mama is watching in the other room. And she always taught me since I was your age even that I had to get everything out the last drop. Okay, so let me try this a minute here. So let's see if we can because I know she's watching me. And I got to be careful here. Okay. All right. That goes right in there. And somebody's going to say, well, that makes an awful lot. Well, it does. Guess what I've done before?
Spill.
Yeah, I did spill a little bit. Let's get a little paper towel right here and wipe that up. How's that?
Good.
Okay. So now we're going to just mix all that in together. Whoops. That's okay. We'll fix that later.
Okay.
We had a little meatloaf on the floor, and that's fine. You know what I think I'll do, though, to help you out? Let's go like this. Remember what I taught you about mixing? You just go from the outside in. Perfect. And then we turn. You're doing a really good job. So we're going to mix this up first. And you want to keep it all in the bowl, because if it gets out and jumps out of the bowl, we won't be able to have it in our pan to cook, right? All right, so there we go. And let's see here. So now it's almost ready. You want to take that? You can stir. We're just going to add some enough of this almond milk just to moisten it. Okay. All right. Hold on just 1 second. All right, now I'm going to do this. And I'm going to just, and when I say in the recipe enough to moisten, you'll know why. You can't really measure how much it is exactly. It's just till it reaches a nice consistency that it sticks together, but you don't want it so mushy that it's too soupy. You don't want that. It needs to hold together firmly.
I want to taste it right now, actually.
Well, we have a finished one that you can taste in a minute. Okay, and I think we need a little bit more of this. Ooh, I think I'll just put all that in there. Let me put this over here. And good job. So go from the outside. That's good. All right, do you want to get your hands in there and mush it and mix it, or you want Miss Brenda to do it? You're not too sure about getting hands in there, are you?
Yeah.
All right, well, this is why I've got gloves, and I'm going to show you how nice this is. So just put my gloves on, and I use these gloves for everything. Keep a big box under my sink, and we'll just take this out right now. You can.
Can I have some?
Hold on one second. Oh, I know. If I wish I had some smaller ones. In fact, if they made any smaller ones, I would do it because look, you just get in there and you just really just mix it. You can mix it with your hands if you want to. Do you want to do that?
No.
Kind of like playing in the mud.
Here.
You ever play in the mud when it rains? No?
Yucky.
I used to make mud cakes, and I used to love to play in the mud. My brothers and sisters, we'd go out and we would make mud pies, and we'd pretend to eat them, and especially after a nice rain and all the dirt is all nice and soft and goopy, and we'd make lots of mud pies. This is what that reminds me of, but it is dirty. I'll tell you that, okay, now you can see how you just get in there and really mix it up really good. But this is actually perfect because look, see how you can fold and you can make things? Look at this here. So we can make a snowball. Here we go. Are you ready? Ready?
No.
I'm just teasing. But look, it looks like you're packing a snowball, doesn't it? And what we can do is you could make all different kinds of shapes. In fact, do you know what I've done with this before, this whole recipe? I formed it and shaped it like a turkey. And it looked like a real turkey. There's enough here to do that. And served it for a Thanksgiving meal or Christmas dinner. Isn't that nice? So,
I do have the turkey.
That's right. Turkey. Okay, so now this is ready to go. This is good. I'm going to take these gloves off, okay? And I'm going to get the pan out. And I'll get some extra gloves down here that I can put on in a minute. And then now we're going to get our pan. And let me just spray the bottom of it. And that's so that it won't stick. Okay. Whew. All right. So this is our pan. You can help spread it into loaves. Oops, you even got that on your shoe. Hold on a second. Hold on a second here. There we go. We'll clean you up afterwards, okay? All right. So I want to know if, Shayna, would you hold the meatloaf? I want to show you the finished product so you can get an idea of what I'm doing. I shape a meatloaf and I leave about 1.5 inches to 2 inches on each side. The reason is that I mix up a can of tomato soup with 1 can of water, and I mix it up and I pour tomato soup on each side of the meatloaf when it's baking, and that seeps into the meatloaf and makes it so yummy. Also, afterwards, you've got gravy to pour over it. So, yep, you're still looking. Let's see. Oh, we have. Do you know who's watching? Oh, my friend Gerda, all the way in Germany. You want to say hi to Miss Gerda? Want to say hi to
Hi, Gerda.
Gerda. Yeah, and you're going to love this recipe, Gerda. This is one that you're going to want for your Christmas dinner. It's amazing. I have served this same recipe for years to people that are not vegetarian, and they thought it was the real meatloaf. And so many people ask me for the recipe, and when I tell them that it has no hamburger in it, that's really no meat in there, they don't believe me. They just it is that close. And let's see, we also have Kylie. You want to say hi, Kylie?
Hi, Kylie.
And hi to Cynthia.
Hi, Cynthia.
And Jean Ann is watching. Want to say hi to her? And Lisa is watching. And Shervine, say hi. Say hey, everybody. You can give them a great wave.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, so now, because this will actually make nice 2 loaves of meatloaf, which that's why it's holiday.
Putting on new gloves?
Yeah, I'm putting on new gloves. But that's why they call it holiday meatless meatloaf, because you usually have more company, okay? So for those that were just joining us, that's why it's so much. But this, you still want to, I still make this recipe anyway, even if I don't have company, because there's so many things afterwards. Let's do this first. I'm going to just take half of this and put in here. Do you want to pat this into a loaf? We want it to look like that one. You want to do that? Your hands are clean. Just pat, and we're going to just put this on the side here.
It's kind of funny.
Huh?
It feels kind
of funny. Doesn't it feel like Play-Doh?
Yeah.
So now you want to...
But it's wet. It's wet Play-Doh.
Wet Play-Doh. And look, you want to shape it like a loaf, because remember we're going to have we're going to put a...
turkey.
Well, this one we're not going to shape like a turkey, but that would be fun to do, wouldn't it? We need a little more right here. It looks like it's a little low right here. And we'll put a little more right here. And let's see here. Let me put this right here so that you can see what we're doing. Yep.
I might wash my hands now.
Well, we'll wait till we're done and you'll see. So look, now you've done a really good job. In fact, we'll have your mom hold this up to the camera to show what a good job. This is what you're doing perfect, okay? All right. So now you can see how we've left. Okay, we don't want to flatten it down anymore. Okay, put your hands up in the air and we'll wash them while your mom's taking this so that she can show you what we did. And let me have you wash your hands right here. Okay, and we'll give you a towel here to wash. See, that's good. It's okay to get, here's a towel for you. And, yep, just get them dry. So now at this point, what you're going to do is you're going to put some ketchup on the top of it. And you put ketchup all over the top. Then you're going to take tomato soup, and I use the Campbell's tomato soup. And I just want to just lift that up for people because I'm not sure in other countries if they have that.
We actually drink tomato soup.
Oh, yeah, that's good, isn't it? And so I mix this with just 1 can of this, 1 can of water, and I poured down that I call the trough on each side. I pour that down right before you bake it. Spread the whole top with a lot of ketchup, and you see how nice and shiny that is. And you can use your favorite ketchup. Heinz is my favorite. And you just put that on there and bake it for 1 hour, sometimes 1 hour and 15 minutes until you get that nice glaze. Maybe show them one more time, that nice glaze on there, and you can see how that a lot of the juice is still juicy there on the side, and it makes wonderful gravy to put on mashed potatoes next to it. Ooh, that's really good. Okay, so now this is ready to pop in the oven after we've done those 2 steps with the tomato soup and the turkey.
New.
But now we're not done yet. Guess what? We have this much left over in our bowl. And what do you think we're going to do with that? Let me show you real quick. Let's see. I made some with the other recipe. And look what I made. You want to show them?
I want to eat that kind, not the other kind.
See, isn't that good? He's like that. Now those are meatballs, and I baked them in the oven at 350 for about 35 minutes.
Can I taste them?
Yeah, yep. Afterwards, I'll let you taste. Well, you know what? Here, go ahead. They're cold. Is that okay?
Uh-huh.
Okay, let him see you taste it. He wanted to taste it. Let him taste it.
This is really yummy. I'm saying it's really yummy. You want to taste it.
That's true. Keith, I really love you. Will you come back and cook with me again?
Sure.
Yeah, okay, all right. So let's see who else is watching. And Max is watching. Say hello to Mr. Max right there.
Hi, Max.
And Kylie from Australia is watching. And they're going to try this
Kylie.
for Sabbath. Trust me, you are going to love this recipe. It really is good. You saw how easy it is. It's really easy.
I want to eat all of those.
You do? Okay, well, that's a good testament right there. Well, guess what? I'm going to show you. You're getting a bonus recipe with this one, okay? Because you can make another meatloaf just like this one, or you can make meatballs. And what I do is I have a little thing like this, and I put it in here, and you can do this for me, and I bake these in the oven for about 35 minutes. You want to make some meatballs in there, and you just squeeze that. You want to try it?
Sure.
Okay. And then what you do, in fact, I'll put my gloves on again, and I roll them into meatballs. And then guess what? They can go in a freezer bag and into your freezer. And when you need to make a quick meal, you're ready. Bring your meatballs out, put barbecue sauce on, pop them in the oven, and you've got, throw a couple of baked potatoes and a vegetable, you've got a meal. And it's so easy. In fact, one of my favorite barbecue sauces is there's a...
Can I have another?
Well, sure. You can have another. In fact, you get to taste the other one too. Hey, that's a testament right there. You don't get a better review than that, right? So he's giving me these little balls. Guess what I do? I just roll them like this and put them down in the pan. So, and then they're all even if you use one of these scoops. And yeah. We need to move the bowl up here so you can see.
He's multitasking.
What are you laughing about?
I think you're adorable. I think you're absolutely adorable. You're rocking this show, Keith. Well, that way, I'm going to tell you that one of my favorite recipes for just a barbecue sauce with these meatballs. Again, a great recipe to have for Thanksgiving or Christmas, and Christmas is coming up, is I take 1 can of jellied cranberry sauce. You can use the jellied or with the berries in it. I like the jellied. And then you put 1 can of your Heinz chili sauce. It says Heinz chili sauce. It's a small bottle, and it's in a glass bottle, but it's smaller. You put that in there. Oops, you can come in here. Are you okay? All right, you want to put some more in here? Look at all those balls, okay? I think you're ready to eat do you want to try the regular meatloaf now? But let me finish telling them about this. Heinz chili sauce, mix that together and heat it up on the stove, and then add some pineapple tidbits that you've drained from the juice, and pour that over your meatballs. Bake it in the oven for about 35 minutes, and is that ever yummy and delicious. So,
I'm going to need to tell my classmates this.
You will? I think so. You think they'd like to try that? Yeah, okay, all right. Okay, so now I'll take this off, my gloves off, and we'll move this. You want to just wipe that counter for me, and we'll throw all that over there. Here we go. Okay, so let's put this over here. And now let's try our meatloaf, okay? Are you ready for that? Let's get our plates. And
I don't think I want to taste now.
You want just another meatball, huh? Should we try just a little bit? You just cut down here, and I'll give you a little bitty one to try, okay? Since you already filled up on meatballs.
I want an even smaller one than that.
A smaller one that you want a tiny bite. You just like the plain meatballs, don't you?
Yeah.
You know what? Here you go. And I'll put this on my plate. And tell me what you think. We'll let your mom try it too, but she's not coming on camera today, but maybe next time. Mmm.
Yum.
That's delicious, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And you really love those meatballs. See? It's something for everybody. What do you think about that? What would you tell everybody to try this?
Yeah, I'd definitely tell them.
You definitely tell them? What are you going to tell your classmates when you get back to school?
Actually, my first time doing piano is after Christmas in January. I get my first piano lessons at the school.
Oh, are you excited? Do you know who your teacher is?
I don't know her name, but I know I'm doing piano lessons.
Yeah. Did you know that I started playing the piano for church when I was 8 years old? Yeah. I'm proud of you for that. You don't want to step on all we got a little bit of mess to clean up down here, so I don't want you to get that on your shoe. Well, I want to tell you what's coming up for next week. Next week is all about appetizers, and it's perfect timing because right before Christmas, we are going to be having traveling taco, stuffed peppers, egg salad bites, or hummus, and you get your choice. So you can vote on what you want us to fix next week. So that's traveling taco, stuffed peppers, egg salad bites, and hummus. Does any of that look good to you? What would you like? You're not sure. You'd have to see them. When you get home, you can look on, because guess what? We already have posted the pictures, and you are ready to vote on what we are doing next week. How's that? Well, I want to encourage each one of you to go to our website, kidsclubforjesus.org. You can download the recipes, and all our recipes that we've been doing so far are all there. You can download them, and also Kids, there is so much for you out there. And for those grandmas and grandpas and aunts and uncles out there that are watching too, if you know anybody kids that are, send them to our website. There's so many wonderful Christ-centered programs there. And we don't want to turn our back to everybody here. So what do you want to say to your grandma before you go? Anything? You think about that, huh? She's watching you right now. What do you want to say to her? Say bye?
Bye.
He is special. I tell you what, I love it. Well, I want to thank each one of you for joining us. Join us next week. And also, would you go to our website and click that donate button, because it takes a lot to do what we're doing, and we're a self-supporting ministry, so I'd really ask you to prayerfully consider what God would have you do to help support our ministry. Thank you. Well, wait a minute, Keith. Thank you. Don't want to touch your microphone because they can hear that. So, yeah, you don't. No, don't touch it. I want to thank you so much for joining us. Remember, it's your time to share Jesus. Wave goodbye. Say bye-bye, everybody. Say bye-bye, everybody.